Hey Chiefs Kingdom, what's going on? Buckle up, because today's update might not be the flashiest headline, but it could turn into one of the smartest moves the Kansas City Chiefs make in this entire draft. We're talking about a name flying under the radar right now, but maybe not for long. There's a quiet buzz building behind the scenes in Kansas City, and it's centered around a prospect that most fans haven't even fully noticed yet. But trust me, when this front office starts digging deep into a player, it usually means something bigger is coming. So here's the question I've got for you right off the bat. Are the Chiefs about to uncover another hidden gem before the rest of the league catches on? Let's break this down together. The latest reports reveal that the Kansas City Chiefs recently hosted a pre-draft visit with linebacker Jaden out of Louisiana. And yeah, the deadline for top 30 visits has already passed, but we're still getting new details about who walked through those doors. This isn't unusual, by the way. Sometimes the most interesting visits don't make noise until later, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Duggar himself confirmed the meeting, which immediately puts him on our radar. And here's where it gets interesting. He wasn't just talking to Kansas City. Multiple teams, including some serious contenders, have already shown interest in him. We're talking about teams like the Packers, Cowboys, Colts, and Jets all doing their homework on Duggar. That alone tells you this isn't just a random name thrown into the mix. When multiple franchises invest time into evaluating the same prospect, it usually means there's something they're worth developing. And the Chiefs? They don't waste visits on long shots without a reason. So now you've got to ask yourself, what exactly are they seeing in this guy that others might be overlooking? Let's talk physical tools, because Duggar definitely has them. At 6'5" and 241 pounds, this is not your typical linebacker build. He looks more like someone you'd expect coming off the edge. That size immediately stands out, especially in today's NFL where versatility is everything. Players who can move between roles are gold, and Duggar might fit that mold perfectly. But size alone doesn't get you drafted. It's what you do with it, and Duggar has shown flashes that make scouts pay attention. Now here's something that might surprise you. He wasn't invited to the NFL Combine. That usually hurts a player's stock, right? But instead of fading into the background, Duggar used his pro day to make noise. And when I say noise, I mean numbers that demand attention. A 4.6-second 40-yard dash at his size? That's impressive. And it only gets better from there. He also put up 17 reps on the bench press, showing solid upper body strength. But what really stands out are his agility numbers. A 4.45 short shuttle and a 7-second 3-cone drill? That's the kind of movement you want from a linebacker who needs to cover ground fast. Add in a 34-inch vertical and a 126-inch broad jump, and suddenly you're looking at an athlete who checks a lot of boxes physically. Now let's get into production, because numbers on the field matter just as much as testing metrics. In 2025, Duggar played 13 games and racked up 125 tackles. That's not just good, that's dominant at the college level. He also added 13 tackles for loss and 4 sacks, showing he can disrupt plays behind the line. And it doesn't stop there. He also recorded an interception and 3 passes defended, proving he's not just a downhill player. But here's the twist in his story. Duggar hasn't even been playing linebacker for that long. He originally played safety before transferring from Georgetown to Louisiana, where he made the switch. That explains a lot about his athletic profile. So what you're seeing here is a player still learning the position, still developing instincts, and still producing at a high level. That's the kind of upside that gets NFL coaches excited. And if there's one coaching staff known for developing raw defensive talent, it's Kansas City under Steve Spagnuolo. This is where things start to connect. The Chiefs aren't just looking for polished players. They're looking for traits they can mold. Duggar might not be a finished product, but in the right system, he could grow into something special. Now let's talk scheme fit, because this is where it gets really intriguing. The Chiefs currently have a need at the Sam linebacker position, especially after roster changes this offseason. That role demands physicality, range, and versatility. Duggar checks those boxes, even if he's still refining his game. And here's a thought. What if the Chiefs don't see him strictly as a linebacker? Given his size and length, those 35-inch arms especially, there's a real possibility a team could experiment with him as an edge rusher. Imagine adding a bit more weight to his frame and letting him attack quarterbacks. That's a scary thought. But even if he stays at linebacker, his sideline-to-sideline speed is already a major asset. He shows the ability to diagnose plays and close quickly, which is exactly what you want in today's fast-paced NFL defenses. And let's not forget special teams. Players like Duggar often make an immediate impact there while developing into larger roles. His length and athleticism could make him a standout contributor right away. Now here's something that shouldn't be overlooked: the way the Chiefs handled their visits this year. In previous drafts, they focused heavily on players who didn't attend the combine to gather medical info. This year, that approach shifted. They were more selective, more targeted. And the fact that Duggar made that list? That says something. It suggests genuine interest, not just a courtesy meeting. So now I've got to ask you, Chiefs Kingdom, is this the kind of sleeper pick you want to see in this draft? A high upside, athletic player who might take time but could turn into a difference maker down the line? Because let's be real, some of the best moves this franchise has made weren't the obvious ones. If Duggar lands in Kansas City, he won't need to be a star right away. He'll have time to learn, develop, and grow into the system. And under the right guidance, that raw talent could turn into something very real. So keep this name in mind. Jaden Duggar might not be trending yet, but he's definitely on the Chiefs' radar. And if history tells us anything, it's that when Kansas City starts paying attention to a sleeper, it's usually for a reason. Alright, Chiefs Kingdom, now it's your turn. What do you think about this potential move? Do you like the idea of drafting a high-upside project like Duggar? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get this conversation going. And if you're hyped for more Kansas City Chiefs updates, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with fellow fans. Because trust me, this draft is just getting started, and things are about to get crazy. Fire.